Congratulations to this football club. Congratulations to the players. Congratulations to the supporters. Congratulations to the technical team. Congratulations to the Motsepe family, the chairman. Congratulations to everybody. Well-deserved championship. Don't let them lie to you. It's the most important trophy in the country.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Sure, congratulations, Davi.
On your first league title as a head coach. I saw you jumping up and down, and the first one would be saying the league title was decided long time ago. That expression, what informed it?
It's been a roller coaster day. Putting Uncle Alex and accompanying him to his last place of rest was very difficult for this football club. A man who served us with aplomb, who was not even afraid at any moment to say that he was a die-hard Mamelodi Sundowns representative. He lived for the Yellow Nation. He served the Yellow Nation, and it was only just recently where we shared so many very good stories. One of the most important things maybe that personally I did for me was to speak to him and Uncle Trot about what Shushan and piano really means. And they gave me a whole lecture, maybe for an hour, and I got to understand what the style of play that is synonymous with this football club is really about. And I'm eternally grateful to him for all the lessons. And yeah, may his soul rest in peace. And this one we'll remember because we were crowned champions. We walked on the podium after laying him to rest, and that is why the emotions were what they were.
Thank you. Good evening, Coach.
Sure, Karamo.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You know, you guys have done absolutely brilliant this season, and on Sunday I had an opportunity to speak to Coach Michelle just to understand the difference between Sundowns and the other clubs. He's spoken predominantly with Sundowns, the backroom stuff that you have, but more in particular he spoke about Mr. Fleming, that he's one of the most respected gentlemen in Scandinavian countries. Just maybe your relationship with him, how is it working with him, what type of a human being is he?
Oh, it's like working with the entire technical team and the entire support structure in the club. I'm very privileged, number one, to be in a position that I'm in to lead this football club. I'm extremely honored to work with the people that I work with, and then extremely grateful that I get the support that I get. I get incredible support from this football club. Fleming, the chairman, the Motsepe family, the president, the players. This group of today was tough for us. We had to wake up so early. We were in camp. We arrived only on Sunday. The next day we had a training session. The crazy coach that I am, I changed the players, I changed the system. Today we tried something completely new that was birthed from watching training yesterday. So we did training, and 2 minutes before the end of the session I said, hang on, I think we have to change the system. And then today they were so good with that new system, with the river, Zungu, Grant, Terence played a completely different role as what you would normally have him play. the build-up was completely different, with Dennis also having to adapt to a new way of building from the back. In the second half, we struggled a little bit, and I think that was the cause for us to be under a little bit of pressure, because we couldn't get the first pass out, and when we did get the first pass out, we couldn't get the second pass out, and then at times we resorted to the long balls, which they are very comfortable in dealing with. But the first half we were so good. First position River, second position that River takes was very important, and then that second position had to be a little bit of a shift for Zungu, and then it means a second position for Grant, and then that means a second position for Neo Maema, and then even as the game went, we moved Mabena out a little bit into a different position as opposed to what we initially started with. So I'm very proud of these players, what they've done this season, over 10 months. This is a competition that you have to win with consistency, and to do it the way this group of players has done it, it deserves a lot more credit than what is given, a lot more noise than what they get, because they've been magnificent, and they've been magnificent over 10 months, and that is incredible.
Next question. Coach, there is usually so much criticism that comes your way even if you win, and there has just been a lot of, I think, attacks that also come your way, no matter what you do. When moments like this happen and you finally win a championship, does it underline to yourself just, maybe the crazy ideas that you always speak about, that maybe they are right, maybe you are a good coach, that maybe others don't look at that way?
No, the people will judge. The people will judge, and let me tell you, I'm so proud tonight. I don't even want to hear a word of negativity. I don't want to even reflect on nothing except the fact that we are champions, and that means absolutely everything to me. I know the amount of hours I put into it. I take my job very, very seriously. And so sometimes even when the negativity comes and the criticism comes, I am able to brush it off. One day come to my office at Clock and just check my desk. Speak to the players. I push, I hustle, I demand. 7 matches, we won the championship 7 matches ago. You tell me if we've lost a match. Same hunger, we might not have played well in some of the games, but one thing you will never ever criticize this team for is intensity, commitment, desire, and hunger. No chance. And that is because we have an agreement that at any day where I come and I say I don't know the opposition, so I can speak even today about Fadlu and Maritzburg, because I watched 3 games immediately after Wydad, 3 matches. There's no time. I watched Wydad, I went into doing corrections, I went into planning training, reviewing training, and analyzing Maritzburg. And so when they start with a back 4, and I know that when the game goes like they did against Stellenbosch, they go into a back 3, and Moloisane comes in, Meza comes up front, and they stretch the front line with a 3-4-3. I know that even in the first half they can go into 3 different shapes. They start with a 4-1-6, which is Graham, and they've done it with Ndengane also. They then move to 8s, where you have Njoti and Palace, and sometimes you have even a possibility of Palace going to 10, and then you have Human going to 8, or Human coming to 10, and they form a diamond, and which is what they did even in the first half. They then have Kim up front, who moves into 10, who moves into wide striker, left and right. So where am I gonna go, even with the criticism? I'm gonna go into a space where I push and I work very, very, very hard. That is where it is, and today is success, champagne, beautiful. Tell me of a player at this football club who has not improved. Mention one. Who is not improved? And that is, results aside, biggest sign of coaching. Improve the players. Improve Tembazwane, improve Sipombule, improve Nevo Maema, improve Kuliso Modao, improve Rondon Williams, improve Mtobi Mvala, improve Sifiso Ngobeni, improve Terence Mashiro, improve Grant Kekana, Tebogo Mokwena, surprise Rhulani, even at you see Rala, improve Gaston, improve Cassius, Nevo Maema. I can continue. So that for me is enough. Is enough that I have contributed to the lives and the careers of those football players. So the praise or the criticism will not move me, because I see this thing. And by the way, can I also tell you that even where I was, improve Justin Shonga, improve Nyasha Munetsi, improve Tembikosi Lodge, improve Vincent Pule, improve Fortune Makaringe, improve Kabelo Dlamini, improve Tabiso Monyane. Now I can go on. Even before. So some days they say, you see. So I keep quiet and I let the people make the noise. It's enough. It's okay. That's life.
You're taking a leaf out of Marcelo Bielsa's book, coach.
On?
A leaf out of Marcelo Bielsa's book.
I love Marcelo Bielsa. I love, of course, I love Pep Guardiola. Of course, I love Roger Schmidt. Of course, I love Jose Mourinho. Top coach. De Zebra is amazing.
What happened over the weekend?
No, but I also have respect for my colleagues. I have respect for Gavin Hunt. I have respect for Jose. I have respect for Fadlu. I have respect for, you can go on, John Maduka. I have respect, Brakis, Brendan Truta. I have respect for all of them. Have you ever heard me criticize a single coach? No chance. But I've been criticized by a lot of them.
Coach, can I ask a negative question?
Sure.
Today? Conspicuous by his absence today was Andile Jale, 12 matches. He deserves a medal on that consideration. Why was he not here today?
The club will respond very, very, very shortly. It's a club matter.
Who's next?
He's home.
Sipombule was here.
Okay, go first.
Are you linking the two together?
Well, a lot of you linked the two together, and when I rubbished the story, you said, he's protecting the players.
Okay.
And by the way, Sipo was also a player of the week in CAF. No one says anything. No. Well, okay. Maybe the noise is not as much as the other stuff, that was said about the poor boy. No, Sipo. No, he was trending a lot of things. Can we trend with the good? He was amazing in Casablanca. Incredible. Incredible for someone who comes to training and is not in a good state. It was incredible.
Are you serving people humble pie now?
No, because I said to you is incorrect, it's a lie, and people said I'm protecting him. I have okay, first is my responsibility for sure, but it was incorrect and it was a big lie.
Okay, coach. Just to congratulations to you once again, coach.
Congratulations to everybody.
It's one of your, like you've said earlier on, that's one of your biggest victories. I think it goes down to your own front page. I mean,
But now, just to go back to the players, you've signed, without singling out Sipho, we've signed players that were known to be troublemakers. You've brought them on board, and then you're getting super performances now. I mean, Sipho being one of them. What does it say to a Rhulani going to bed at night knowing very well that you have actually changed the life of a particular player, and now he's looking at life differently? And what is it that has been done wrong to these individuals, seeing how they blossoming now?
No, I really cannot take the credit. The game of football belongs to the players, and they've got to take a lot of the glory. They are amazing human beings. This football club is blessed to have incredible human beings.
Coach, Kamakolo from South
Sure,
Africa.
come on.
First of all, congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
title. Today you started a youngster in Mabena, who had a relatively good under 17 AFCON, was lauded by opposition coaches. How has his confidence been since coming back from Algeria, and what led you to choosing him and starting him today?
No, Mabena is a good player, is a bright prospect. He was very, very good for us before he left for the under 17s. He was very good for us. A lot of credit needs to go to the scouting, the work that was done also in his previous youth structures at the School of Excellence, and also with our scouts to have the eye to recruit, and then our youth structures with the coaches to work on the talent. And you look at Cassius, you look at Mkhulisi, you look at Tando and Tandos. We've given a lot of opportunities to these youngsters, but that's only a reflection of, one, the investment of this football club. So it's important to recognize that, and two, the hard work that is done in the youth structures by the coaches, Sean Bishop, Surprise Muriri, David Notwane, and many of the coaches like Godfrey Sapula, Mike Mancini. These people work tirelessly and invest a lot of hours. So it's incredible to see that the youth products come in and do very well in the first team.
Yes, Coach. You always speak about the other coaches or special opposition. Atazwane, also from Soweto, what is going through at Chiefs? Probably what kind of message you can send to him, and then also with the way Sundowns played this season, are you confident of keeping almost the whole squad for next season?
Yeah, before we even think about next season, we've got still a very important game to play, and in a very important competition that we want to stay longer in. And so we will cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm very happy with the squad that we have. It's a very good squad with very good players who have even greater potential to improve still. So much room to improve. When you think about what this group of players has done, we forget that Peter missed half the season because Peter only joined us, and we're talking top goal scorer. Peter only joined us in December. Lebu Mabu has missed an incredible part of the season. Lebu was one of the players last season who played almost every single match. River has missed most part of this season. Nasir missed most parts of the season. We had Abdel Munim miss most parts of the season and only came now recently. We've had injuries to Grant, we've had injuries to Gaston, who still is a player that's got the highest number of assists in our team. So if you look at what we've done, the way we've played, with the consistency that we have, and also you understand the number of injuries that we've happened to be unfortunate with this season, and we've just kept going and going and going and going. It's incredible what this group of players has done, and I'm very proud of them and very proud to be their coach.
Thank you.
Coach Arthur. I think you guys know my feelings about him. Someone that I come a long way with from our time at Black Poison versus Trap Zone. No, Galatasaray. Trap Zone was from the East End, so it was Galatasaray. Sorry, thanks, Tavi. And yeah, it's difficult to speak. And I think I'm the last person to give advice, because I've got many more years in this football thing also to experience many more, so that I can be qualified to give advice. Is very difficult. But I think he knows, and I think you guys know. I have not made it a secret how much admiration and respect I have for Coach Arthur.
We have a press conference on Thursday, so if you have questions for Thursday. Neo, Davi, and Kens, then
Coach,
Jonel.
Coach, I wasn't going to ask this question, because today is a day to celebrate.
Yeah.
But you got my mind thinking when you're talking about how you build up today. Different. Kens was trying to figure out. We were trying to figure out what in the first 10 minutes of the game, what shape the team was playing today, and I said to him, it's a box. It's a box, and what gave it away was a reverse positioning some of the time. Coach, can you give us not too long, a bit of insight of into what it looks like, and how does it give you a superiority in the
Sure. I would really love to speak on this system, but because it's something I'm thinking about for next season, I'm going to put it in my pocket. It's an idea I don't want to talk about now, because I don't even know what it looks like in its perfect form. I know what it looks like in my mind, and the clumsiness of what it looks like in my mind, and I've still got to move it into a space where even the players understand it 150%, because first I have to understand it, and it's still very, very clumsy in my mind. So, and no, not organized chaos, but clumsiness. Clumsiness. It's there's a little bit of the insanity, and that's why I give a lot of praise to this group, because they deal with a lot of insanity, craziness.
Yeah, Coach, I just want to come closer to home. I mean, I will take you back to 1987 when Cosmos won the league title.
Oh.
And you know what that means, and how much of that football craziness as a son of Pasarela that goes into your footballing mind, and then it comes out, and still on that, I was looking at a picture. It was yourself, Coach Alan Fries, and there's another coach, I just forgot his name, wearing the red shirts of
Owen Sutton.
Yes,
Coach Owen.
Yes. And I'm looking at this, and my first question into this: how much of all of this has shaped you?
No, a lot. That day was very important, because that day, and maybe Freezes and Coach Owen and maybe even Coach Kevin Johnson remember that day. We had just played against Barca, Barca's under 19s in Germany. One of the most iconic memories was I met Jurgen Klopp for the first time. He was involved with the Borussia Dortmund youth, and he handed over to us a jersey, and which was actually meant for a player called Jade, if I'm not mistaken. And we exchanged, Jade and I, and I got to keep it. But the biggest memory was that we drew 0-0. I mean, this Barca team had Sergio Roberto, I think, in it, Munir had in it, and some of these graduates that went on to become big names, and we drew 0-0 with it. And we had some very good players. We had Tato Tlone, who went on to play professional football, Stephen Tony. We had quite a lot of very good players. So that memory is one of the most lasting memories in my coaching career, because I got to experience and feel that the level of international football, you know. So yeah, for sure, those experiences and my time at Platinum Stars was incredibly important for me.
And the first question was about the richness of the football roots that you come from.
Oh. What do they say? What's the saying? You can choose your friends, but not your family. So a lot of grace has gone to that, and I'm only grateful to God for choosing me to be part of an offspring that has such an incredible history with and connection with South African football and the contributions that they've made to South African football.
Coach,
Sure, Kenzie.
Coach, similar to a question I asked Grant, I was watching the live stream of Alex's funeral.
Yeah.
When they called the captains, it was Dennis, Kennedy, Temba, Ronwen, and Tebogo. Tebogo is in his first full season, arrived in January last year. Ronwen is in his first season. What informs the type of decisions to be so brave to make a player like Ronwen, who's, I know he's an experienced international, but sometimes coming into a new club with such high expectations, what informs the type of decisions to make him one of the captains? I mean, Tebogo Mokwena, relatively in South African terms, is a young player, even though not really.
Yeah, sure.
And maybe if I can squeeze in a last one, are you annoyed not to get 72 points?
I didn't even actually think about that, to be honest with you. But the type of season we've had, I think we probably deserve. But sometimes in life, you don't always get what you deserve. So God knows in His wisdom why we didn't get that, and maybe now we have something to work towards next season. A new benchmark and new goals and targets to set. What informs is the players' informant, how they carry themselves, how they conduct. They are incredible professionals, and maybe a lot of what you guys don't see behind the scenes is that they are very, very good human beings. Really, really, honestly, it's a real privilege to coach this group. Very good human beings.
Coach, winning the league with 7 games to spare largely talks to consistency, good systems, good coaching, good players, and all those kinds of things.
Good technical team, good club, good supporters, good everything.
But I'm sure there must be an instance, a decision, a situation, or the stuff that you guys do behind the scenes where you look back and say, shit, I got this one wrong.
Every day I get so much wrong. Everything, training, sometimes size of the pitch, sometimes use of the size of the ball. Sometimes I get too excited and I use a tennis ball instead of using a regular size ball. And then when I watch training, I'm like, but what were you doing? Sometimes I put a rondo in the wrong period of the training program. Sometimes I put a different exercise. Sometimes I say the wrong things. Sometimes I issue the wrong instructions. Sometimes I select the wrong players. Sometimes it's every day I get so much wrong. But I guess I'm very comfortable with my comfortable with my iniquities. Is it iniquities? Is that the right word? Yeah, I'm very comfortable with my iniquities. I'm really very comfortable, and I know I'm not perfect, and that is what I allow to assist me to grow every single day, because I'm not even afraid to look at things and say, but the wrong sub. But wrong lineup, wrong opinion, wrong training, wrong. Sometimes even I get wrong everything on one day. So lots.